giving me this opportunity to share a little bit about the Craft Academy for Excellence in Science and Mathematics and the role that we can play in impacting the STEM workforce and in particular the aerospace industry. I see puzzle pieces here today. Lots of people that have an important piece of the puzzle that when connected to other pieces can create the big picture. The big picture comes into view. It's like a tapestry that we're all painting today. Collectively, all of our pieces together can create something transformative for Kentucky and beyond. The Craft Academy at Morehead State University is one piece of the puzzle, and we appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this journey. To let you know a little bit about the Craft Academy, if you don't know already, it is a 2-year residential opportunity for incoming juniors next year. They can leave their high school, and their junior and senior year of high school, what would have been spent back in their home district, they will be on Morehead State University's campus. They will complete 2 years of college course credit and receive their high school diploma at no cost to these young people. So if you have children yourself or aspiring grandchildren that might be interested in this program, please get in touch with me. We are proud to say that we have selected our first Craft Academy class. They will come to us this fall. We have 60 students, 30 boys and 30 girls from across the Commonwealth. We started out with a far number higher of boys applying before we made our final decision, and about the last 10 days, the girls really kicked it in. We had about 120 applications, and that was almost a 50-50 boy-to-girl ratio. And I do attribute Jen Carter in the back of the room and the initiatives of the Space Science Center in really making an intentional effort to get our young ladies interested in STEM careers. We had many of the young ladies who were applying say, I'd like to come to Morehead State University because I was involved in the Space Trek program with Jen, and that's why they wanted to come here. So hats off to her. Let's continue to work together with that. We also are proud to say we've just named Jen Carter as the Assistant Director of Academic Services with the Craft Academy. Many of the Craft Academy students have outscored, outperformed, and surpassed many of their peers in most academic pursuits. Their dreams are lofty, everyone. Their goals are high. They are ready to shoot for the moon, and if they miss, they will at the very least, land amongst the stars. They are ready to make a difference. Let's give them a reason to make a difference and stay in Kentucky. The aerospace industry is certainly a good starting point for keeping them here. The Craft Academy will begin preparing the next generation of STEM workforce of scientists, doctors, entrepreneurs, industry leaders, technicians, and mathematicians who will create, invent, and lead. But what will they lead? Where will they lead? Let's continue to work together, giving them reasons, like the aerospace industry, to stay in Kentucky and use their gifts and talents to make a difference upon Kentucky. Back in November, when the dream of President Andrews and Rocky Atkins and Robert Stivers and Joe Kraft was becoming reality, I was talking to a lot of partners and trying to help form that vision. And in talking with Ben Malfris, I said, Ben, I see the space industry because our kids are going to be interested in science, technology, engineering, and math. When you talk passionately about the space industry and you show me this CubeSat, in my little world, I can see in that CubeSat, I see industry, I see technology coming out there, I see businesses evolving as a result of that. The one piece I don't see is kids in the Craft Academy who might be interested in medicine. That's a piece of the material, a piece of the tapestry, or the puzzle piece that I don't see. And then he said, exomedicine. I went out to talk to him for about an hour, 2.5 hours later I left. Jeff Kruth came into the room and I said, that's the piece, that's the thread that runs through all of this. So I got excited about it because through that thread, you have it all here. Science, technology, engineering, and math runs through all of it. Let's begin to hold on to the window of opportunity in Kentucky to develop a plan to pull these puzzle pieces together. I encourage us to continue in Eastern Kentucky to get a stronghold on the aerospace industry because, again, with science, technology, engineering, math, it's all there. And with the emerging frontier of exomedicine, we have the perfect storm. We can choose to be the headwind or the tailwind, and I bet you're all with me. Let's be the lead on that. Craft Academy students will be with us only 2 short years. It is our hope that the Craft Academy students choose to stay at Morehead State University and further advance their studies. But students will stay here at Morehead, or they will go elsewhere where they can see a future or career opportunities. If we do not have a plan to keep our best and our brightest, they will move to states and communities that have a plan, places where they can start a business, work in high-performing labs, design and invent things where progressive thinking is the norm. In that discussion that day with Dr. Malpharis, I said, you've got all these parts together, and I wasn't even aware of it. Rocky Adkins shared a little while ago that there were many things he was not aware of it. And so I said, Dr. Malpharis, what's missing? And he said, well, we all have these good things going on, but we need to pull it together in a strategic plan. So again, I see puzzle pieces and great things, but we need to continue to pull together and move to greatness. I ask that you include the Craft Academy in this plan as we work to develop the next generation of leaders who will be prepared to go, do, invent, create, and lead. I ask you to give our craft students something they can envision becoming a reality, something they can envision becoming a part of, as you are with the aerospace industry. And again, if I can encourage or maybe speak on behalf of the Space Science Program, let's develop a strategic plan where all of us are coming together and we can land in places that we intend to land, a plan where we can create a runway for others to follow. Something that Rick said earlier, and I think Robert also said, Robert said create a vision, and with the word vision, I kind of see a plan. I do a lot of training on personalities of leadership, and the boxes are people who like agendas and structure, and the squiggles are people who are creative, and they like to wing things, and sometimes the boxes and the squiggles have a hard time getting together. But we need both to help create this vision and make it continue to be a reality. So if Rick might be a squiggle out there and Robert might be a box, we all need to work together, and I think we can and are creating some really wonderful things here. I hope that the Craft Academy graduates who have career interests in some aspect of the aerospace industry can be included in the plan, and that we can work together to give these bright students, our next generation of leaders, something to step into when it's college they are stepping out of. The Craft Academy, with your collective vision and collaboration, will be the premier program in Kentucky because our program, our graduates will impact Kentucky. Thank you. Will there be any